Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Better Than Wolves.
Yar.
Yeah, here with Mr. Pfister again, and we are, as you may note, on the Old World track, heading out towards the city, as I like to call it. Which is, we've seen in previous episodes. We're just going to go and, I just don't feel like building anything tonight, so we're going to go and check out some of the other builds that you guys haven't seen yet.
I've been riding on the railroad.
And I think the first place we are going to go is the Wither Ripper, which is my old Nether Gold farm. And it is a bit of a monstrosity because the spawning rules for Wither skeletons were very, very different in vanilla than they are in Better Than Wolves.
Okay. So that means it doesn't work right anymore.
Actually, it should work just fine. It's just not as efficient as the one that I'm building at the other place. Our new gold farm is going to be way more efficient because it's going to have way more spawning paths.
Okay.
But before we go, did you want to have a look at some? Have you seen the real Redstone Chaos that I've got here? I can't remember if you've watched the Old World Tour episodes or not.
I saw when you were talking about going back and I've seen pieces of it.
Yeah. Well, this is a rail selector system.
Okay. Yes, that I've seen.
Yeah, and the redstone that's under here pissed me right the heck off.
Why?
Well, look at this. I mean, this is an 8-track selection system down here.
Jeez.
So it lets me choose between 8 separate tracks and send the cart in the right direction. And more importantly, it's actually doing it by splitting.
Switch.
Well, it's actually no. That's the thing. It's a double switch because half the tracks are north and half the tracks are south.
Nice.
See, so half the tracks are up that way. Not all of them go anywhere, and half the tracks go back in the other direction.
I like the recessed rails.
Yeah, I know. I'd forgotten about this design. I may have to bring that back.
This is Whitestone that I'm on?
Yep. Used to be from quartz, now is from endstone.
Okay.
So what you do is you throw your cart down on the track here and get in. Wait until you're settled in place. And then once you are, hit the button for line 6, the Wither Ripper.
Line 6, Wither Ripper. And
And-
away we go.
Yeah, I will see you there in just a second.
Thanks for the warning.
All right, and away I go. See, the whole thing resets after you leave. It's designed to reset
Okay.
for basically arrivals.
Right.
So 2 people can't actually leave at the same time because it has to be in its default state for people to arrive effectively. But all of the tracks will send you to that one default location no matter what.
Nice.
Yeah. So this goes, the Wither Ripper is also was converted at a later date into a Better Than Wolves build. It never really worked properly.
You lined your tunnel with end stone?
Actually that
You patched it.
Yeah, that's all I happened to have. That's what I happened to have on me at the time. And oh, by the way, back before we reset the end, we had so much endstone we actually didn't know what to do with it. We had tons of the stuff, and we will again soon. And then we'll reset, and it'll be a while before we have endstone again. So there you go. Because I don't feel.
What is the end game progression like? Once you get the Soulforge beacon, and you completely colonize the Nether, and you completely colonize the end, what incentive is there to not reset?
Well, at the end of the day, it's still Minecraft, so building is a big part of the game. Hence, the city project here was just a pure building project. And that was its intent and purpose, and, I similar to the reason why I'm building the beautiful floor at the mob farm as opposed to building a just a plain old box, which I could do really easily.
Right.
But I mean, Minecraft is a building game, and there's a lot of value in those long-term builds, I find. And that's really the end game is, you get back to the building game. Or you continue the building game. So let's go have a look at the operations and maintenance zone. Let's see, I can't remember what was here.
What is melon?
Melon? Watermelon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man, there was a furnace running. That's hilarious. Oh, right, because furnaces run with coal regardless of whether there is anything actually cooking now. That's probably been sitting like that for a long, long time.
Just in unloaded state.
Yeah. This is my inventory that I made of the materials I needed to build it. It was a very prescriptive build. Because the wither spawning rules were extraordinarily restrictive. Come on over here and check this out. So this was just a way for me to get to the overworld for repairs. You might note a certain familiar red substance out the window.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a Groth region as well. So just be careful. This place is not entirely safe.
Okay.
So this is it right here. This is the Wither Ripper. I don't even know if it works anymore, to be honest. I actually have no idea. But it's a very absurd piston-based collection system because at one time, withers would only spawn in a very specifically narrow part of the nether fortresses.
Okay.
Suffice to say, Flowerchild loosened those rules up immensely. But I just look at the bounty of... I mean, this is is unnecessarily complex. But back in the day, it was a lot less expensive to make the mechanical stuff as well. Just don't fall off the edge. Getting around in here is not really... It's not really designed for tourists. Yeah.
I see a maintenance walkway here.
Yeah, this goes up to... There's a couple beacons on the roof. I think they're partly finished. One of them's an emerald beacon, which...
You can make a beacon out of essentially anything.
Not everything. There's a lot of specific items in Better Than Wolves that you can make them out of, and each one has a specific effect associated with it. So you can see the I put a fireproofing beacon, and the emerald beacon is to improve spawn returns from the mob farm. It's a fully finished emerald beacon too. That's brutal.
Tempting,
but no, I've sort of made a personal promise that I'm not bringing anything back for my projects. This is the old world, and it shall remain as such. Okay. This is just another way back in. Let's go down and check out the item collection. See, the whole thing it's based off of Zumavoid's design. He's another Minecraft LPer, and he determined the spawning rules. Just hop in the minecart and push the button. And enjoy the ride.
Yar. Are we recording right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, have been the whole time.
Yeah, it's...
That's why I made the intro, right?
Well, yeah, but you also made words like you were going to cut, so...
Nope, we are here, and so no sorting system, no nothing, but an absolutely absurd bounty of materials,
including blaze rods.
Well over 100 wither skeleton skulls. Some gold. This is back when Pigmen also dropped nuggets, so. And this is a no longer functional beacon.
How no longer functional?
Because the obsidian isn't the material we need for it anymore.
And that's why it was capped?
No, it was capped to keep Enderman from spawning when I didn't need the beacon. The beacons attract Enderman. So...
They still do?
Yep, they should still do. Lots of stuff we don't really need. Lots of very valuable stuff, and not much sounds that indicate whether or not things are actually spawning. So,
You've
Anyways.
got about 2.5 stacks of gold ingots here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which we're actually getting up to that rate at our new one anyways, so I'm not that worried about it anymore. We'll actually be able to start in building a gold beacon soon.
Nice.
So. But
that's a lot of gold.
Yeah. Arcane Scrolls of Flame, Projectile Protection, Fire Protection, and Fire Aspect. And some of those don't drop the same way as they used to now. But Fire Aspect, I believe, is a bow enchantment.
That's a lot of coal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. Wither Skeletons used to drop coal. They don't anymore. But this, as I say, was built before Better Than Wolves was on the server. So a lot of this was actually retrofitted for Better Than Wolves.
Okay.
And then Flowerchild went and made the whole spawning rules much, much better. So
just letting your XP roll around, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's really not producing properly. I'm just heading back up to the top. But that's the Wither Ripper. I'm not really convinced that it even works anymore. So, take that for what you will. The rules have changed. So I have no idea. It certainly doesn't sound like anything's spawning, because stuff should be spawning while we're over here, and there should have been some stuff in reserve. So, did you leave that minecart there? Yeah, perfect. All right.
Because I am awesome.
Yep. Okay, well, let's cut quickly, and we'll head back to the city, and then I'll take you over to where the Citadel is located, which is another build that nobody's seen yet.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. We are here at the city at a place that we haven't actually gone. This is the siphon.
This is stunning.
Wanna go for a swim? It's perfectly safe. A little hard to get out of, but perfectly safe. And it seems to have consumed a chicken. Yeah, so... Yeah, we were just talking off camera about how I've sort of... I'm thinking that I've sort of neglected aesthetics to a certain extent in my series. Even with the mob system, I feel, right?
I mean, that's what you said. That's
yeah.
what I said.
Well, I would say that I have. I mean, the mob system is looking good, but it's not really everything I intended it to be. I mean, look at the hanging gardens over there.
The hanging gardens.
Yeah. Look at this place.
It is pretty.
It serves no other purpose other than to look pretty. So, and I mean, I spent a lot of time designing this place and planning it and building it.
This is all sandstone?
Yep.
So, sand in a furnace yields glass, but sand in a kiln yields sandstone? Is that what it is?
No, sandstone is just compressed sand. It's forced sand in your inventory, your 2x2 crafting grid.
Huh. A scale model of geological forces, no doubt.
Exactly. Yeah. We are powerful. We punch trees apart with our hands, and we squish sand together with our hands to make sandstone.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
what is this over here?
Just a park. The left side is an unfinished park. The right side is the finished version.
It's a quarter unfinished.
Yeah. This is basically what... This is the planned park land, and then over on this side is one of the finished parks. So
also beautiful.
Yeah, just a nice little build. It's just one of those things I never quite got around to finishing it.
Is this even possible on so compact a level with water screws?
No, unfortunately not. The water screws are gonna lead to a very different aesthetic. Probably flowing water related stuff as opposed to standing water like that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
More like the water crater?
Yeah, this would be doable because all of the operations would be... The only thing is the flow would start sooner, and I'd have to build something to hide the actual tops. I'd probably build this all out of slabs next time.
Right.
Because it'd be easier to deal with it. Lighting, I actually made some mistakes when I built this, as you can see by the extra torches that have been put in. it's actually quite dangerous without the torches. So the thing is, back in the day, we actually had a mapping program, and I actually might link that website. It's a Google site. It has some maps of the old world actually hosted on it.
Okay.
I think I sent that to you just a couple days ago, but I think I'll post it at the bottom of this video because they're kind of pretty. They only show the old world, but the old world mapping system, you could actually, all these builds are actually quite striking on the world map.
They're not nondescript at this scale.
No, they're quite big. I love how nondescript the entrance to Moria is, though.
Oh, you named your city landmarks?
Oh yeah. I had to. I spent so much time here and trying to tell people what was.
Haste for fire resistance, true sight, looting for fortune.
Yes, the power of having 5 beacons within your radius.
Nice.
So the diamond beacon here is giving the fortune, and then there's 4 beacons. You can just see the mob system loading in. If it hasn't for you already, you can see the gold beacon.
By our powers combined.
Mm-hmm. We make a very, very powerful set of effects.
This was Lars.
Yep.
Not only is that his head, but he's the one who collects heads.
Trent's the head collector, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Lars,
he labels his boxes.
This is all me. This is all me.
How do you make these pictures?
They're frames. They're sticks around a piece of leather.
Nice. And how do you install the picture?
You just right-click the item into it.
Nice. So how did you get the one over in the workshop with what was it? A hand striking a forge or something?
I would have to go look. I don't remember which one that is. Whoops. Don't worry about it. We're not going to go down there today, anyways. That place Moria makes me sad. I have to say.
Why does it make you sad?
Because of deep lighting. The lighting in the lighting in the depths of Minecraft is annoying. Basically what they did is the developers made the lighting down in the depths of the world super duper duper dark, and it's relative to your Z level. And unfortunately, Moria is built below the elevation below that Z level, basically. Should have gone through the tree farm instead of around it. Oh well. So when you go down into Moria, basically all the stuff I spent hours and hours building is not even visible. So there's these beautiful ceiling patterns and pillars and stuff, and you get down to the bottom of the place and you can't even see it.
As a result of Better Than Wolves, you mean?
No, that's a vanilla thing. It hasn't been removed in Better Than Wolves, but it's the vanilla developers that added it. And to this day, nobody really understands why. They've actually took it out in a recent update, but there's really no complete understanding of there's no clear answer as to why they added the feature in the first place. Just one of those weird things.
It's software development for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, exactly. So, but obviously they've removed it, so...
Now, okay, so this is a biome border, and the color of the grass changes.
Yeah.
Is it just that subtle of a grass change, or can you have hybrid tiles?
It's a subtle change.
Okay.
Yeah, what you see is pretty much a normal biome shift.
And where'd you go?
Right beside you. Turn around, run away from the jungle. Yeah.
Yeah, because it strikes me you can make some pretty decent, like, landscape mosaics if you can farm out a few different colors of grass and then place them strategically.
Unfortunately, they are biome. If you harvest one grass from one area, it takes on the color of the area you planted in. So this is the Citadel.
It's also Nightfall.
Yep, well, it's fine. It's actually perfectly safe in there.
The Citadel.
Yep. built out of solid obsidian and all that jazz. Again, back when we could actually...
With a slab lip into the lava.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So, don't walk off the edge.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Some crazy stairs. There's a library upstairs.
With an enchanter, you mean?
Yeah. This was my... This is actually what you see here is my first... No, it's just a library. It's just books set out to look pretty. This is my first mega project. And come here and have a look down the... sneak into a corner and look.
Wow.
Yep.
And that's all natural stone or placed stone?
The cobble is... some of it's natural, some of it's placed. Anything that's cobble is placed.
Wow.
Yeah. Most of what you see down there is natural.
Which means you dug it out.
Yep. Oh, well, yeah, I excavated this whole place. Like I said, this world is really old. This actually didn't even get built in this world. If you can believe it.
Oh, you ported it over?
Yeah, back before we incorporated Better Than Wolves, we had a world edit on our server for a while, just to bring in all of our favorite projects. Our previous world had gotten really gimped up. It got gimped up. The stairs are actually a continuous spiral.
What does gimped up mean?
It had gone through... Basically, the developers had changed the rules of biome creation about 3 times.
Okay.
And so those changes get incorporated as you update. And the world... You get these big chunk errors. Basically, straight lines.
That sucks.
Yeah. And we got tired of them because we've been through about 3 of them. So every time we explored new terrain, we suddenly had, chunks here.
You're missing your water stream here.
Yeah, I can't remember what happened to that one. I might have accidentally destroyed it. Well, too late now.
Right.
And this is ground floor. I never
How
really...
far above bedrock are we?
We're on it, I think. We're very close to it. I can't remember exactly how deep we were. But if you come out here... There you go. I don't know. I had crazy plans, but
It's like a Titan silo.
Yeah, a little. You could build a rocket in here, and it would look pretty much like a missile silo. It reminds me a bit of a level in Black Mesa. Black Mesa is the remake of Half-Life 1.
Okay.
And the there's one level where you have to launch a rocket ship. And you have to fight your way up through a missile silo, and it looks a lot like this. I think it's a new moon out there tonight, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Look at how...
I was wondering if you could see the glass better at the top of the dome during daylight.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that spot in the middle has actually got no lighting to it. So right. There's lighting around the edge from the lava, but the top has no lighting source getting to it. So,
and this is slabbed, obviously.
Yep. Yeah, these are the classic slabs. They're slab made out of 3 smooth stone. Funny enough, there's not actually a smooth stone slab. And as you can see, I sort of ran out of steam getting the other 2 areas finished. There's some cleanup that never got done here, and... Yeah. There we go. There's a way out now. Yeah, so this is Citadel. This is, the fact of the matter is, I harvested most of this obsidian before the enchanting system even existed in Minecraft.
Okay.
Which means harvesting with vanilla diamond picks. You imagine how much time it took to harvest all that obsidian?
Oh.
Now the good news is, you could also move source blocks, so I actually...
What the hell is this pig doing here?
Chilling.
Is it tainted?
Nope, he should be fine. There's no nether portals anywhere near here. That's why we had to walk overland to get here. Actually, it was cast in place, of all things. So what I did is instead of collecting obsidian, I collected iron and built buckets.
Right.
Used those buckets to haul lava. And I built forms that
nice.
So I built forms around where this obsidian is now, basically laying out the shape, filled them with lava, dumped water on top of them, and then removed the dirt and built the next layer.
Even that's time consumptive.
Yep. Looked cool though.
And wool carpet.
Yep. Yeah, back before Better Than Wolves actually provides wool slabs now, so I could have done this a little differently than I did. Because the thing is, if you notice, all the floors are 2 blocks thick.
Okay.
That's because I wanted to have different materials on the upper layer than the lower layer. So the ceiling is cobble, but the floor is wool. But with slabs, you can actually make it a half block thick.
Nice.
And then come on up. There's it keeps going. Just watch your step when you get to the top. It's a bit hazardous.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
It's a bit hazardous.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Yeah.
See ya. Crap.
Enjoy my mystery meat.
Oh, that sucks. I'll go down and grab your
sucks.
stuff.
Oh, I'm in Lars's tower.
Nice. Well then, respawn is no big deal.
Right.
If you ever find yourself in the old world again in the future, the fastest way to get home is to go to the end portal.
Okay.
Because the end portals will take you to the end, and then leaving the end will take you to our original spawn, which is where you are right now.
Where I am right now, ironically enough, is Lars's spiderweb safe fall.
That's funny. Which, of course, would be very useful to have at the bottom of that tower.
That's why I pointed it out.
Why
I pointed it out. And there is a cow underneath his safe fall. So at the mid-level of his tower.
So the good news is I've got all your stuff, and the better news is that the mystery meat is actually useful. I'll sell that to the butcher when he asks for it sometime in the future.
Sweetness. Sweetness indeed.
Well, with that, oh, that was beautiful. No, that was just beautiful.
I aim to entertain and to serve.
You know what? I do believe that may be the second time that you've actually managed to kill yourself when I've told you to watch your step.
Yeah.
Before you fell in the lava too, didn't I?
Yeah. Now, how the hell do I get out of this?
Just there should be a door on one side of it once you get out of the spider webs.
Door on one side.
Yeah, I think he's carved a hole in the side of it. There's a door. There's just an opening. But yeah, we will call it a day here, and hope you enjoyed. Next time we're going to get back to exploring some of the high-tech stuff that has never been seen in my series to date.
High-tech, but not high altitude, hopefully.
No, we'll keep you close to the ground and away from lava.
Sweetness.
All right. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.